And
Welcome back, guys.
hi, it's
Hi.
nice to be here again.
Yes, it's nice to be here again, also for me.
We're happy to have you both. You guys did great last time, and I've seen you guys presenting, and that's making me kind of jealous. I haven't had a chance lately, so happy for both of you. I think you both were in Athens or others in Italy. There were a few meetups or presentations that I saw on YouTube there. A few others there. I don't remember exactly. Have a good memory on that. But you guys
Thank
did
you very
great. I
much.
saw a few of those on stage, both of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So you guys have any announcements that you'd like to
Yes,
to be ready
very
for
important announcement for us at least. We are working on a meeting for the next year on April here in Italy, in the city of Bolzano, in April the 11th, and are going for present with using by 8%. Okay, so it's not the meeting as we do because we get a meeting is to be on real persons.
great. So looks like it's going to be exciting. What's
Sorry.
the meeting going to be about? It's
What had?
any particular topics for that meeting?
okay. It- okay, but the meeting is now in working progress, so we haven't not decided yet what will be and the dashboard and the topics that we will talk about. But sure, we'll talk about Postgres 17 because it's the topic of the moment. It's Postgres 17 with all the features Postgres and the Postgres 17 has. And in the meeting, we talk, but we want to make a day people and the people will try Postgres on computers, and we are with people when people meantime the people work on Postgres. So we are talking about a meeting about some topics for newbie and some topics for expert. And I think we talk about disaster recovery and we talk about replica and monitoring Postgres. It's I think we will make a good job. Okay.
I'm sure of it. Those are great topics already. Just a few you mentioned. Those are pretty hot topics there alone. So that sounds like it's going to be a great conference there. And any idea when it's going to be?
So far, we have
next year or
the date and the city. And
next year in Luca.
So, but we are working on
the date. I don't remember the day. I think exactly.
So stay tuned on our main.
Oh, great.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, I'll make sure to include. Don't forget to send me the link. I'll make sure to include it on the description.
Okay. We choose to make this meeting face by face because
great guys. I'm excited to hear about it. Maybe I'll do a remote one if there's a chance.
We did face-to-face meeting, so we think it's important to also make networking with people over years. Yes.
That's the way to
Okay,
go.
so
I'll see if I can
as
make some
you
time for
know,
that.
as everybody
It'd be
probably
great to go
knows,
for a trip to Italy and present it at the same time.
is thing now as being released as every year in
Great, guys. That's good news.
and
I'm excited to
it has
see
a lot
where
of
that
new
leads.
features. So
And also,
it's
I'm
for
excited to
us
see what the
describe
next
our
topics that we're
plan.
talking,
So
all the
we are
list
going
of
to
features that
glance
you're
at
going to inform us about PostgreSQL 17.
very important topics.
Okay.
So maybe I start first. So something that I like the idea that PostgreSQL 17 has a lot of improvements in the tooling aspect, also not the performance and the robustness of the database. So, for example, one little thing that I really appreciate is that the copy command, which is used for bulk loading the data into Postgres, and its counterpart in PSQL /copy, which is used when you don't have enough privileges to read, for example, from now is able to stop on or better is able to warn you about rows, so incoming data that is not correct with respect to the schema you define. And so you can specify the copy command to ignore those rows. Cannot be imported into the database. Here we are talking only from backloading, not to exporting the database to our files, because clearly exporting should not fail. But you can skip a row. So to some extent, it works like the do nothing clause in Upsert. And so it can really improve your speed, because it allows you to get data load and will warn you with specific row problems that you can address later. At least you get your database with the content almost correct, and you can work on problematic areas. Because before PostgreSQL 17, it was all or nothing. So we would fail for a single row against the million rows. It was incorrect. So from my point of view, this is a little but really important improvement on between aspects. But I don't know. Yeah. I, I, yeah, it often true when you come from other sources for your data. Like, for example, when you load data from
definitely agree.
database, maybe
Definitely agree. Many times one
your data type to be, let's say,
uploading there,
to 6
and then suddenly you have issues
you find
because of the data type.
stream that is
that
20
comp.
chart
It's definitely useful.
and PostgreSQL
while,
refuses
as you mentioned, it sounds like it's a
to
small
load it.
feature.
So
It definitely
it
is a
helps
useful
you a lot,
feature.
in my opinion, according to me, in order to find out specific problems without having a huge data set to fail at all. So, and then we have a lot of improvements on the performance side. So maybe Enrico, would you like to address one? Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes. On the performance side, Postgres 17 introduce a new procedure for the vacuum, and a new internal memory structure for the vacuum, and this reduce the memory consultation up to 20 times. And this improving speed
Wow.
and speeds and reducing use of shared resources. And this is a good feature for us, for the DBR, because vacuum is a procedure that could make the database slow, because he had to make some job inside the table and have a new features that reduce this operation. It's a very good thing for us. Another features I think that could be very useful. It's the incremental backup. Incremental backup is a new features that has been introduced on the Postgres 17. In the past time, we had only full backups. I'm talking about PG-based backup. This meant long waiting times and a lot of disk space used. And this also meant that high cost for saving data in the cloud, because if I have to make a full backup from a server, from an instance of server today and another tomorrow, and I can't save only the difference, this make a lot of time and a lot of space. In Postgres 17, it is possible to make natively perform incremental backup, and this is a very good feature for us.
Great.
Yeah.
Was that added by a command line? Was added to BG-based backup, or?
Yeah, it's a base backup, and base backup has some in. So you have to change some configuration PostgreSQL, okay, and make a base backup, okay, with the incremental feature, and then you can recombine all the backup, all the incremental. The incremental backup using the PG combine backup. It's a new command introduced on Postgres 17, and this is a very good thing for us. I appreciate a lot this.
Yeah, a lot of time saving, cost savings, just incremental alone, because if you got hundreds of terabytes,
it's worth mentioning.
So if you have a terabyte database
the
and you make
requires
1 giga
more
of difference,
summarization, which is now added
with
with
the
PostgreSQL
incremental backup, the
which
second,
essentially is
if I have a 1 tera database and I make one full backup
elements
of 1 tera,
where PostgreSQL
then I
stores changes made
I make
during its
1
normal
giga of modification
so
table.
PG
The
based
new
backup
incremental
is able to look
backup
at these summaries
was only for the 1
news
giga, not
about
on
what
1
requires
tera.
copies in
And
order
this
to
is
skip things that have not
very good.
changed.
Very
So
definitely.
just to say that,
Great.
as Enrico already told
Wow, you
have
guys are already
to
making inroads.
configure
We
your
already
word
looked at the
summarization of the PostgreSQL
incremental
stuff.
backup. We
You
looked
need
at
to
some of
use
the
the
other features
incremental backup.
already. A
Doesn't
lot of good features are
come
coming
out
up.
of the box.
Yeah.
Let's say for free. You have to configure it. Thinking about the server-side programming, I would categorize this item here. Is as usual in all the recent PostgreSQL releases, the improvements on the JSON bag. So, for example, here we have a new function which is called JSON table, but as you can guess, provides you conversion between JSON and in order to get the table. So essentially, it's a very complex function because it hides a lot of power under the hood, because you pass in a JSON object, which is a JSON-B field, essentially, a path, like a JSON path. So it's it could be a very complex thing to indicate how to disassemble the JSON B object into something useful and a list of columns of the output table. And the result that the kind of parser for the JSON object that translate the JSON path into a set of rows and columns. Before this, you had to manually extract the data from the JSON, maybe with using the JSON path, but you have to do for every column you need. Here we have a single black box JSON table that provides us the tables. And the clever thing is that if you use the JSON table, every table is expected. So you can use into your table expression, insert or update or delete queries or whatever you have to work with. So it's a very powerful tool that improves the already, always improves the JSON sedition. Yeah, and it's constantly improves the release after release. If you look at the release notes for at least last 5 or 6 PostgreSQL net release, you always had some JSON going a lot of parts in order to be, let's say, more flexible as a NoSQL database also, because clearly Postgres is a de facto SQL database.
Definitely. JSON makes it much more powerful and easier to handle the data itself. That's a great addition. Clearly.
Yes.
Great. I'm excited to see what other things you got in the bag there with the rest of the features there that you've already mentioned.
Yes. Another okay. Another feature is the possibility to transform a physical
clearly working with
replication
replication
in a
is not
logical one
simple by
using the
design.
PostgreSQL
So,
library. This is nice, yes.
I think
We can now
developer
on Postgres
team
17
is working.
we can transform
to keep the
a
database
physical
rock
replication
solid.
in a logical replication. Okay. The idea is that since in a logical replication, most of the time is spent in the initial synchronization, it is possible to create a standby physical node and change it in a logical replication in a quickly way.
I think the
Because
mindset
make a physical
behind
replication
the
is faster
PostgreSQL
than
project
make
is that a feature
a
will
logical
be
application.
released
So,
when it's
we can
ready.
now we can do a physical,
Not
and after we have
the
made
developers team
the
want
physical
clearly to make
application, we can transform
a
it
system unstable.
in a
So
very easy way
PostgreSQL must
on
remain
a
the
logical application. This is another. I think this is
better rock
another
solid open
good
source
feature
database
that
in the
Postgres
world.
17
So
produced.
it is possible to wait for a feature
Yeah, and I
to
think
be
they've been
complete
asked. It's been one of those on the list for a while.
for a long time. So this is probably with this feature, but there is also other implements on version side. For example, now again on the tooling side of PostgreSQL, for example, PG upgrade, which is the tool used usually to perform a major release upgrade. So you have your old cluster, and with PG upgrade, you can upgrade your
Yeah, we
system
lost you there for a bit.
to another major release. PG upgrade also replication.
Luca,
So
can you
when you
repeat
start with
because we have lost?
for instance, all the slots
We lost you there for a bit. Your sound
the
went
replication
out.
will clearly kill you. And what else? You can have replication slots with a failover mode so that in the case you promote a primary, sorry, a standby, be a new primary, replication slots were pointing to those primary will migrate transparently to the new primary. So this will keep system transparently online. And on the, I think every key are, and clearly performances are the top four topics you will find in pretty much every release. So yeah, it's great in clusters.
Nice.
Yeah, there is enough and stuff to work on to study. Okay, so we clearly think that there is no way to
Yes, and
use to upgrade
then
to
there was
PostgreSQL 17.
a lot
Yeah,
other improvement
so
on the
give it a
performance
try
side,
because
for example,
it's
on the
getting
inflows
better and better
using
release
the
after
indexes.
release.
We have searches now are more faster and support parallelization for Breen indexes and optimization for not null constraint and improvement. So there
we
are
clearly think
a
so,
lot of features,
especially because the
in
if
this,
you use logical replication, so that you can
version of
get
Postgres, and I
the new
suggest
features
to use it, to use now
for you.
Postgres
And
17,
clearly, if
because
you
it's
are using
very,
a lot of
good
JSON,
product.
probably this feature adds
Oh,
a
they've
lot
made
of
tremendous progress. That's
other
for sure.
function added
Every
to the
release has
JSON
been something new.
like JSON scalar, JSON value, JSON query. So if you are working
Yeah, and I'm
with
sure we won't be able
JSON,
to cover all of
this
them, but
release adds a lot of
there's a lot to come.
JSON
There's a lot of new
stuff
features and
for
releases
you to work on.
made there.
And as
with this version
Enrico
alone.
there are a lot of improvements on the
That's good to hear
side,
about
so
that index.
vacuum
That feature I'll
indexes,
keep in mind
so
for my
on.
own
So
toolbox there.
they incremental PG-based backup, yeah, clearly. So quite frankly, there is no reason to upgrade. This is seen to skip the upgrade.
Yes.
Well, the upgrade process, the usual upgrade process, which is done with PG upgrade, has not changed.
Yes, that's a question that probably everybody's thinking about. Is it worth the upgrade?
Yeah.
I clearly think, looks like there's a consensus here on today. All
But
three of
you
us
want to go on
consider that it's worth the upgrade.
logical.
Yeah. Well, And PGA-based backup.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the upgrade also process is a lot more streamlined now as well.
Yes. Or you can upgrade using the logical replication. Yeah. The logical replication, you can. I'm sorry, Luca. Sorry. No, I'm not a guru, but I think. No, okay. In the logical replication, you can make an auto upgrade with the downtime is quite zero. It's you have you can have two server, and on logical application you take the data from the first server and put on the second server. When the logical application is aligned, is streaming, you go down on the first server, and in the second one you have the new server upgraded and on Postgres 17. It's very simple. It's some row of code to make this. It's very, very, very simple. And
Sounds simple, yeah.
yeah,
subscription
it's simple. It's fast. It's fast. It depends on what kind of disk you have. But Postgres is fast for this operation, and you can migrate 1 tera database of that one database, 1 terabyte database in 20 minutes. It's
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It depends on which server you have, but if you have a good server, it's very, very fast. And
yeah, that's quite fast. And of course, you're always online. Little downtime, little to no downtime.
Yeah. And you can monitoring all the migrations. On the second server, on the new server, you can view the state of each table now are from the first server, and you can now the Postgres migrate this table, and then this other table, and this other table, and you have a view on the using the logical application. You have a view that using this view you can view all the table when
the progress.
yeah,
Nice.
the progress, yes. It's very nice, and it's very good.